Well, hello and welcome to Stepping into the Unknown. It's going to be a 7-day journey designed to walk you through life's toughest seasons. And over the next week, we're going to explore practical steps, gentle reflections, and honest conversations that can help us to move forward when the future feels uncertain. So today we begin with something simple but powerful, acknowledging uncertainty. Sometimes the scariest part of life isn't what's happening, it's not knowing what's going to happen next. And it's the question without answers, the waiting and the what ifs that sound in our echo in our minds. So in the first episode, we're going to explore while naming the unknown matters and why pretending everything's fine doesn't actually help. And when we're close with reflection exercise that can help you today. Uncertainty can feel threatening because our brains are wired to crave control and predictability. And when we don't know what's next, our nervous system sounds the alarm. And that's why you might feel restless, anxious, or even stuck when things are unclear. And here's the paradox. Knowing what feels unknown actually reduces stress. So when you say, I don't know what's next in my career, or I don't know where this relationship is headed, you're not solving the problem, but you are giving shape to the anxiety. So instead of letting it swirl silently in your body, you're bringing it out into the open. Naming is not weakness, it's clarity. So when you name what's uncertain, you stop fighting shadows. It's like turning the light on in a dark room. The fear doesn't disappear, but it becomes something that you can see face to face. Now let's talk about the opposite, pretending everything's fine. We've all done it. Someone asks you how you're doing, and we smile and we say, I'm fine. But inside, we're overwhelmed, exhausted, and maybe even scared. And here's the problem, when we deny what we are feeling, it doesn't just vanish, it builds up. It leaks out in stress, irritability, in burnout. Denial can also create isolation because when we say, I'm fine, people assume that we don't need help. They don't realize that we're carrying a heavy load. And over time, that pressure can break us down. So let's just reframe this. Vulnerability is not weakness, it's an act of honesty and courage. So when we keep saying, I'm fine, what we really mean is, I don't feel safe enough to tell the truth. But if we want relief, if we want connection, we have to let ourselves acknowledge what's really happening inside. Now, let's move into a gentle reflection exercise, something practical that we can try right now or later when you have space. And here's how it works. Grab a notebook and open a blank document on your phone or computer. At the top of the page, write this question. What feels uncertain in my life right now? Without editing or judging, just write. Let it flow. It could be about work, relationship, health, finances, emotions, whatever feels unclear. And once you've filled the page, pause. Look at what you wrote. Notice which unknowns feel heavy and which are more like background noises. And as you write, remember, this is not about fixing or planning. The goal isn't to solve everything in one sitting. The goal is simply to acknowledge. You're letting the unknown breathe on the page, and often the simple act of naming them brings a surprising amount of relief. So if you can, pause this podcast for a few minutes, do the exercises, Then come back when you're ready. Let's recap today's journey. Naming uncertainty brings clarity and calm. Pretending drains us, isolates us, and blocks support. And a simple practice like journaling can shift the weight we carry. And here's the encouragement. You've already taken a brave step today. Just by listening, reflecting, or maybe writing down what's uncertain, you're giving yourself permission to be honest. And that's powerful. Tomorrow, in day 2, we'll explore how to find ground in chaos, practical ways to reconnect with stability when everything feels shaky. In the meantime, I invite you to carry on your journaling practice through the week. And whenever the unknown feels heavy, pause and name it. Put it on paper, let it out of your head and onto the page. And remember, you don't need all the answers to move forward. You just need the courage to say, I don't know yet. That honesty opens the door to growth. So thank you for being here with me, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.